Welcome back guys to my YouTube channel. Today we will print this series or pattern. So in today's pattern you can see on the screen that is 1, then 2 1, then 3 2 1, and 4 3 2 1, and 5 4 3 2 1. And before that there are some spaces. So how can we print this? How can we print this? So now you can see that there are total 5 rows. Okay, there are 5 rows, and in the first row there are one number, in the second row there are two numbers starting from 2, in the third row there are three numbers starting from 3, in the fourth row there are four numbers starting from 4, and in the fifth row there are five numbers starting from 5. So that means if row equal to 5, okay, if row is equal to 5, then space will be, how much space will be? It will be 5 minus row number, that is current row, or you can see that we are writing current row. Space equal to 5 minus current row. Now how many column will be filled? That is current row number. Okay, okay, and column starting from, if it is first row then it is starting from 1, if it is second row then it is starting from 2, and if it is third row then it is starting from 3. So that means current row. Okay, and after that there are minus minus. So this was the logic of this probe or pattern. So now we are writing our header file. So in the header, after header file we are writing our main function, and let initialize some variables. The type is equal to n, I, and j. Okay, and then for loop for it, for traversing to the rows, and it is to I less than equal to n. Okay, after that we can see that first of all we have to print the spaces. After that, after printing a space we have to print the numbers. So first of all we have to take our loop to print the spaces. So for j equal to 1, j less than equal to, so what is the condition of all the spaces? We can see that it shows that it is 5 minus current row. That is, current row is 1 and 5 is in the n. So we can simply write n minus I. J plus plus print space. Okay. After printing the space, we have to print the columns. So for that, take another for loop. J less than equal to. Now column will be print up to column current row, that is j less than equal to I, j plus plus, and it will print from, it will print from it will print current row minus minus. So we cannot change current, we cannot print here, write here I minus minus, because if we write I minus minus then our whole structure will get vanished. Okay, because here I am doing I minus minus, and after the termination of this loop here I will do plus plus, so it will go to infinity. So what can we do here? You can see that total number of column is equal to current row. Okay, so that means j equal to 1 to j less than equal to I, that is j equal to 1 to j less than equal to I. So and we have to print here from column number. Oh, sorry, current row number. Okay, so we can do one thing. Initialize j is j by I. Initialize j by I and print it go it up to I. So this is also same. And do here j minus minus. And now print here j. And after printing that, we have to print a back new line. So for that, giving a backslash n, and after the completion of this program, we have 0. Okay. Now, before running this program, before running this program, let's do a dry run. And dry run is very important to understand any kind of program or any kind of complex program. So first of all, in the dry run, we can see that there are some variables, that is n is equal to 1, sorry 5, then I and j. So n, let initialize n equal to 5 and I and j. So I and j are not initialized, so we are just declaring. So after that, we are coming to our this for loop. So here we can see that I is equal to 1. So simply put I equal to 1. After that, we can see that I less than equal to n. This condition will be checked. So we can see that I is 1, n is 5. So I less than equal to n. That means 1 less than equal to 5. So it is true. As it is true, then this for loop will be executed. So here we can see that first initialization statement will be executing. So here we have to write j equal to 1. So we are writing j equal to 1, and after that this condition will be executed. So here we can see that j is the condition is j less than equal to n minus I. Okay, so we have the values, that is j equal to n minus j less than equal to n minus I. So what are the values? So we can see that here j is equal to 1, n equal to 5, and I equal to 1. So so I less than equal to 5 minus 1, that is 1 less than equal to 4. So this condition is true. This condition is true. As this condition is true, then this statement will be executed. So let us execute this program. So what is here? It is printf double space. So let's put here double space. Okay, our cursor is here. After that, initialization block will be executed. So j is plus plus. So as j is there plus plus, so j plus plus, that means 1 plus 1, that is 2. And again we know in the for loop, after the after executing initialization statement, condition is checked again. So here we can see that j is equal to 2 and 2 less than equal to 4, that is also true. So again this statement will be executed, and here again we have to print double space. So our cursor is here, so printing double space, that is 1. Okay. After that again there is j plus plus. So again increment j, that is 3. And now again this condition will be checked. So it will be 3 and 3 less than equal to 4. Again it is true. As it is true, then this statement will be executed. So we have to print the double space again. So let's print it. After that, again j is plus plus. So let again increment j by 1. That is now j is equal to 4. And here condition will be checked. So 4 less than equal to 4. That is also true. So again double space will be printed. So double space will be printed again. After that, j plus plus is here. So increment the value of j. So now j is 5. And now this condition will again check. and at this moment this condition will be false. As this condition is false, then this loop will be terminated. After termination of this loop, this for loop will be executed. And here we can again consider j is equal to I. So we have I equal to 1, so j will be here 1. So simply put j equal to 1. And then this condition will be checked. So here the condition is j is greater than equal to 1. So we have the value of j, that is 1, and greater than equal to 1. So this condition is true. As this condition is true, then this statement will be executed, and as this statement is a printf statement, so we have to print the value of j. So j, the value of j is 1. Simply place 1. After that, j will be minus minus. So decrement by j by 1. So j is now 0. As j is 0, so 0 less than equal to 1, greater than equal to 1. So this statement, this condition is false. So this for loop will be terminated. As this for loop is terminated, then this block of statement will be executed. And here we can see that there are a printf statement and another printf statement. There are backslash n. So as that backslash n is there, so here there will be a new line. Okay. Now, as we have reached here, then again this I plus plus will be executed. So here I is 1, so increment I by 1, that is 2. That is 2. Now I is 2. Again this for loop will be executed. So here again j is equal to 1. So here j will be 1. Again j less than equal to I n minus I. So now n is 5, I is 2, and here j will be 1. And here 5 minus 2 will be 3, and 1 less than equal to 3. So again this condition is true. So as this condition is true, then your printf statement will be executed, and within that there are double space, so we have to print double space. So we are printing double space. After that j plus plus is there, so increment j by 1. So now j is equal to 2. So now 2 less than equal to 3. This condition is again true. As this is true, then double space will be print. So print double space. Again j plus plus. So increment the value of j. Now here it will be 3. That is the value of j. And here also 3. This condition is also true. As this condition is also true, so double space will be print again. So let's print double space. Now again j will be plus plus. So again increment the value of j, and now j equal to 4, and 4 less than equal to 3, that is false. As this condition is false, so this for loop will be terminated. After the termination of this for loop, the next for loop will be executed. And here we can see that there is the initialization statement, that is j is equal to I. So we have the value of I, that is 2. So j will be I, that means 2. J will be 2. So j will be 2. So this condition will be checked here. So this condition is true, that is j, that is 2 greater than equal to 1. So j will be, the value of j will be print. So as j is 2, so here 2 will be printed out, and after that there is a space, and after that j will be minus minus. So decrement the value of j, that is j will be now 1, and here 1 is greater than equal to 1. So this condition is also true. As this condition is true, then printf statement will be executed, and so the value of j is now 1. So 1 will print here, and thereafter again space, and then j will be minus minus. So j again decrement the value of j, that is now j will be 0, and here 0 less than equal to 1, that is 0 greater than equal to 1, that is false. As this condition is false, this loop will be terminated. After the termination of this loop, this printf statement will be executed, and here there are new lines, so new line we have to move into the new line, and after that again I plus plus will be executed, so I will be 3, and similarly the rest condition will be checked up to here, and we will have our pattern, and we will have our pattern here. Okay, so dry run is very important to understand the logic of any program or any code. Uh, we haven't run this program, so let's run this code. Now you can see that this was our output. Okay, this was our desired output, and we have got it. And also we have checked it using our dry run. So watch this video very carefully, especially the dry run on this code. Thank you. And now our next pattern is this. This is also very similar to our previous one. To notice the pattern, you can see that the method of printing the space is very similar to our previous program. Also, the number of columns are printing in each row is very similar to our previous one. Just a change is there. It is printing from, so in every row you can see that the number is printing from 4. That is the total number of row. So now I am writing the code of this program. So starting with our header file, then our main function, and I will move a little faster because these parts have already done in our previous program. So let n equal to 4 ij. Okay, now taking a loop for traversing in the rows, and that it will be I let move up to n, I will be plus plus, and again a loop for printing the space, and this will print up to j less than equal to n minus I. Why we have written j equal to n minus j less than equal to n minus I? We have to please move backward, or you then you will understand why I have written j less than equal to n minus I. Because n is equal to, if n is equal to 4 and I equal to 1, then 4 minus 3, that is 3. So for j equal to 1, I equal to 1, it will print 3 spaces here. For I equal to 2, it will print n minus 2, that is 4 minus 2, that is 2 spaces here. And for I equal to 3, it will be n minus I, that is 4 minus 3, that will be 1 spaces here, and so on. And so printing the spaces, display double spaces. Okay. Now another loop for printing the columns. So j equal to, so now you have now see we was printing here j. Okay, so if we print j here, if we print j here, then we will print the previous pattern. So in j is now 1, so we cannot print it. We have to print from n. We have to print from n, and but we cannot change the value of n because it is because this loop is depending on a n. So better to take an extra variable. Let k be the extra variable, and here initialize k equal to n. Initialize k equal to n. Okay. So now one question will arise, then why I have initialized. So let's see where we have to initialize. So now here we have to print k minus minus. We have to print a k minus minus. Okay. So here if it is k equal to n, suppose so k will be 4, and here k will for first time it will 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, so it will be n. So as we can see that after starting of every column, it is printing from n. So better to initialize the k here, this k equal to n, and then a new line will be print, then a new line will be print, and then a return statement. Now saving the program and running the code, see, we have got our desired output. I hope you have understand this program. If do not understand, so I request to see the previous pattern which I have told just before this program. And still, if you have doubt, then I will request to do the dry run. Also, I have uh, tell about the dry run, how to do dry run in the previous pattern. So, and now moving to our next pattern. This pattern is like this. So it is just a reflection of our previous two programs. Okay. So here I'm just telling first the logic of this program. So here you can see that there are four rows. So row is equal to 4. Okay. So row is equal to 4. In the first row, you can see there are 4 columns. In the second row, you can see there are 3 columns. In the third row, there are 2 columns, and in the fourth row, there are 1 column. So what will be the logic of this program? What will be the logic of this program? Think, think a little bit. You can see that this column equal to, if I equal to 1, okay, row number. So it will print the row minus current row, current row. So what is happening here? What you can see that row is 4. Okay, if it is 4, then current row, that is 1. So current row is 1. So it will be 4 minus 1, that is 3. But we have to print 4 column. So let give plus 1. Now check whether it is correct for our row equal to 2 or not. So row will be 4. Okay, no problem. Current row will be 2 and plus 1, that is minus 2 plus 1, that is 1. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. 3 column is printing, and here also this condition will be true. So this is true. Now for the spaces, just we can see it in the row 1, there are 0 space. In row 2, there are 1 space. So we can see that current row minus 1 number of spaces are printing in each row. So that's all about our logic. Now our header file, then our main function, then some declarations of variable. Now we have to take a for loop for traversing through the rows. That is I equal to 1, I less than equal to n I plus plus, and again a loop for traverse for printing the first of all we have to print the spaces, not the digit. We have to print the spaces. Okay. Mm, as I can understand, you can see there in the first row there are no spaces. It is starting from the digit. So no matter this condition will omit the spaces. Current row is 1 minus 1, that is 0. So no space will be print. So for j equal to 1, j less than equal to j less than equal to I minus 1 j plus plus. So that, so here it will print spaces, basically double spaces. Okay, and after that another for loop for printing the numbers. It will print from j equal to 1 to j less than equal to I minus, sorry, row minus current row plus 1. So row is in the variable n, and then minus current row is in I and then plus 1. So this will be our condition, and we will print the values from j. Well, in each row it is printing from 1. So after each row it will start from 1. J will start from 1, so it will print from 1, and then there will be a new line. So for that backslash n, and after that put a return 0 statement here. Now running the program. You can see that we have got our desired output. So I hope you can understand this program. Do you have any doubt? Then let me know in the comment section.